Good morning. Welcome to 18 Acres Journals. My name is Linda, for those of you who are new, and I welcome every one of you. Today, I'm going to show you the final 3 Easter journals that I made using only envelopes. There's digitals in here, but I used envelopes to create the journal itself. How is everybody? I'm excited. I finished them all. After today's video, I'll wrap them up and they'll be going with me to Saturday's craft fair. The 12th is the last day before Easter, and I got them done a couple of days back, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to show you the finished product. We did bunny number 1 together on film, but we didn't, I didn't show you the tags and all that stuff. So let me set the other 2 aside, and we will get busy with bunny number 1. Front and back. And I thought it turned out really cute. I did a lot of collaging, and I did a lot of big pictures. And I did not do every one of the blank pages. These are meant for them to do what they want with. I did add a tag and a pocket. I made Jesus. Remember, he is the resurrection. And that's what Easter really is all about. I did not do a lot of those. I just made a lot of journal cards to go in the pockets that I created, such as this. Every one of these vintage pages, I did that too, because they're too beautiful to cut. And I really love the way they turned out. And at this point, I don't even know if I'm going to charge somebody for them or if I'm going to bless somebody with them. I haven't made that decision. I believe God will tell me on the day of the craft fair. This is a fold out. You can write on that. You can write on that. This one has a little pocket inside. And there is a tag hiding. I couldn't cut this. I did like a little thumb punch there, but it made a hole in it, so I had to cover it up. So this one is, I wrote tag here, tag inside. So there's that. But anyhow, you can write on this. You can write on all that. Here's an up tuck. I did create a tag out of this one. Some of the journals I only put ephemera in, and I think I made tags out of all of these have tags. I really enjoyed making it. I'm going to make some regular journals. I did put some ephemera in here. These are just ephemera pieces. And they can do what they want. And I did put a beautiful flower on that page. But I enjoyed the process of putting them to the envelopes together and creating something beautiful with the digitals and all that. That was fun. So I think I'm going to do that. Here's some more ephemera. Apparently, that was stuck in there. Didn't know that was there. And I left the ephemera so that they could do like I did with the flower if they wanted to. They could decorate their blank pages. Or they could make more tags and more pockets. As I went along, I think I got better with the second one and even better with the third one. The first one was my trial and error, although I'm very pleased with the way it turned out. Here's some more ephemera. Some of it is Easterly and some of it is Christian-y. It is the whole reason. And then this I thought was beautiful. It flips out. There is a tag. And then I have the love of Jesus. And then that's it. Front and back. That was the first. Bunny number one. I never showed bunny number 2 or 3 online. So we're going to go through it together. This is the front cover and the back cover. And I call this one bunny number 2 because there's a bunny in him too. And this one, again, I have different, I didn't set the envelopes up the exact same way. They're all different. And I think I got better with this one. Now, next year, if I make them, I will be putting digitals on the back side as well. I really will. Because there's enough blank pages all throughout here for them to write on. And the white just kind of takes away. But I'll use probably writable pages. See, I have some beautiful ephemera for them to use all throughout. Some of them, again, I made tags. I don't celebrate Easter anymore in that regard. I honor the Lord Jesus. Like right now, these are just beautiful photos, but this one is a tag hiding inside. And then here's a tag. And it looks like I need to re-glue that piece on. I'm going to have to re-glue that right there. It came undone. I'll fix it in a minute. Isn't that beautiful? I just love the way these were all, this was a page, but this was all collaged. And I did it with the colors in mind. And I just thought it was so pretty. Turned out so good. This, I want to say this kit came from Twisted Paper Studio, Brown Bunny or something like that. I don't even know what she calls it, to be honest with you, but I loved the bunnies because they represented the Easter for me. Here's some more ephemera. It went along with this kit. And this was a pull-out. And you can write on the back of it. And here's a little tag of Jesus. This is just a fold over. This is just a beautiful picture. And then here is a tag. Little, like I can't put little things on it because it gets involved. It gets in the way. And if I put a punch out right here, it interferes with the inside. So I have to learn how to take care of that. So that was that one. See, you can write on all of this. There's a lot of writable space. So I'll definitely not do that next year. I didn't think when I printed these up, I thought nobody's going to want to write on the beautiful things. So I have to give them some writing space. But I didn't take into consideration that when I was putting my pages together, that I would give them things that they could write on. Here's some more ephemera. Here's another pull out. That was stuck. Hold on. There it goes. I guess I closed it too soon. Isn't that pretty? And again, you can write on the back. And then in here, this is the last page, but in here is another big journal card. I'm going to set this one aside to remind me that I need to re-glue that one edge. And there's bunny number 3. See, bunny? I need a drink. Hold on. I loved this one. I think this one was my favorite out of all of them. I don't know if it was because of the digitals or what. I put a pocket on this one and gave them some ephemera. Trying to stay within the perimeter so I know you can see it. I'm still working on my new bonus, my new create room desk. Yeah, I love the digitals. The bunnies are adorable. I always thought bunnies, for some reason, because it's the Easter bunny, were more important than the little chicks, and I don't know why. But little chicks are all throughout. I guess because they're from the eggs. But I preferred the bunnies over the years. This was just a flip that flips out. And then again, you can write on the back. And then I put a big old tag with, it's like a journal card really in a pocket. Like I said, I didn't do that to all of them. I made them all different. They're all unique. It was the day that I made each one of these, I did them all different. I worked on them at different times in between working in my garden, and it depended on how tired I was, what kind of mood I was in, the way I felt from the digitals. And I just, like I said, I hooked them all up a little bit different. I love it. And this one, I took a piece of a digital and cut that out, and I just put 3 different pieces of ephemera in here. And this was a pocket. And he flips over. And this one flips over. There's no pocket there. And then this one flips over. You can write on this. You can write on that. There's a tag inside with the same thing. You can write on that. And then this pretty bunny. Again with the flip. You can write on this side, or you can flip it all the way out and write on that. And then here's the final signature of this one. Isn't that pretty? I just love that. Look at, and I cut this out of a big sheet and I glued it on there. And I thought the colors went perfect with this page here. It's just so pretty. It was fun to put this one together. It really was. It was really fun. And then this one has a pocket that comes, a big giant journal card that comes out of the back. And then you can see through the envelope here. Yeah. There you go. And then you can see the chickies. And then there's the back on this one. Well, that's the 3. I'll go ahead and pull this one back over here. That's my 3 journals. Bunny 1, Bunny 2, and Bunny number 3. And like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to sell them or if I'm going to gift them to somebody. Either way, happy Easter ahead of time, everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a blessed day.